Destiny of the Daleks, Part 1, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, phone started ringing the moment we started. God
Do we want to restart one more time?
no, no, no.
All right. So, as I was saying in our first attempt, this intro, as far as visuals go, is probably my favorite.
Really?
I don't know. I've just always been transfixed. I think at this point they've just mastered the slit scan effect, and I think it looks really nice and crisp.
I don't know. I think with that one specifically, I think I just prefer the part Partwee version. I like the way that his body blends into it better. I like the seasonal
Well,
11
yeah, the
intro.
way that he makes a shape is cool, but I think just this one feels to me a bit more refined than the Pertwee one.
If we're talking pure visuals, I think the best looking intro is either the Davison one or the Whitaker one. Those are my two
I
favorites.
see. I'd say that, but at the same time, it's like I feel like the visuals also have to have this sort of iconic feeling about them, and I don't feel like the Starfield intros are iconic whatsoever.
I like the
And
Starfield. I think they're very iconic, personally.
I don't know, Whitaker's is just sort of like been there, done that for me.
Really? I think the visuals are absolutely stunning. The theme I'm not too crazy about, but I think the
Oh well, I like the theme because it reminds me of the fucking Benny Unbound music for some reason.
huh.
Except there's more drums.
All right, so thoughts on the Ramana thing?
I've always just taken it for what it is. This is one of the things that I didn't get when I was younger, and I still don't get it now, so I just kind of accept it.
I do like to think that Ramana just fucking cycled through all but one
She
of her
just
regenerations in this.
she just slits her wrist each time.
God damn it.
You see,
Okay,
the
so
the
okay,
opera the
but
opera
it's
woman just shoots herself in the head as the doctor's trying to fucking fix
I
canine.
just want to I
You
just want
just
to
hear
make
a gunshot in the background.
an edit of this where like each time she walks away, you just hear this god awful noise off to the side, mixed with like the new regeneration sound. I would love that.
Yeah, so Ramana 2 is actually like Ramana 5.
Oh yeah, but as I was saying, under any other circumstance, I think I would absolutely hate this. But given what they had to work with, they had to write an regeneration scene without Mary Tam, and also it was Douglas Adams, so at least he would go about it in more of a tongue-in-cheek way. Like he writes it as if it's jarring, not as if like, oh yeah, now suddenly Romana regenerated. Like Douglas Adams, I think handles it better than most would. Because let's be real, it's
Well,
totally a
it's
Douglas
clear
Adams.
it's meant to be a gag, I think.
Oh yeah, yeah.
A fucking
Uh,
really weird gag that has lasting ramifications on the entire show, but a gag nonetheless.
yeah.
So, we
who
gonna we
who
gonna we
who
gonna
directed?
mention that Scaro looks different every fucking time we land on it?
For all of Magician's Apprentice's faults, it at least tries to make Scaro look like fucking Scaro,
No, Magician's Apprentice tries to make it look like a combination of all the Scaros.
which I appreciate that effort actually. And God, this is the best Romana costume. I don't care what anyone says. This is the best one.
The sort of pink feminine version of Tom Baker's outfit.
Or at least I should clarify. It's the best Lala Ward Romana costume. The best Romana costume overall is the Mary Tam Princess Leia dress from Reboss Operation.
She wears a red version of that in Stones of Blood, doesn't she? Or is that Armageddon Factor?
That's Stones of Blood.
I prefer the red version.
Actually, I like the white one better. But like of all the companions, Romana as a whole just had the best costumes of anyone.
That's because they were just as eccentric as the doctors.
Mm.
Oh, fuck. She really does look like a female version of Tom, doesn't she?
Yeah, she's even wearing the scarf the same way. And God, the I hate the way this opening scene is shot here on Scarrow. Just look at that. Oh my fucking God.
Why do you hate it so much?
It's so ugly. Nothing is centered. There's no clear meaning behind the way the camera moves. And it just makes the location shooting look
Okay,
really shit.
that pan was a bit weird, but it's Scar. It's meant to be fucking ugly.
No, I'm not saying like the location itself is ugly. The location itself is fine, but just the way it's shot, I just have issues.
Oh, look, rocks. Speaking of stories that begin with the Doctor and his friend looking at rocks, I rewatched Caves of Androzani again.
And
I still don't like it.
would it by any chance have to do with the fact that you're gay?
No. I don't know. There are only like two redeeming things for me. And that's this Peter Davison and Nicola Bryant's performances. And then I wish I could say Morgus's, but I don't like the guy who plays Morgus. I don't think he's good. The only thing that's good about Morgus is the by accident direction that they have him talk to the camera like every 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's great.
But for me, the performance falls flat.
No,
Shara's Jack
incorrect.
just feels like a rehash of Magnus Greel.
You're wrong.
What else is there?
Shara's Jack is one of the best one-off Doctor Who villains ever. He's not even entirely a villain, but
I was gonna
as far as
say he's
antagonist,
not really a villain though. He's more of like
he is antagonistic though.
he's antagonistic, but he's more of like a trad. He's tragic enough so that you can just get by saying he's probably more in a gray area than a simple black or white place.
and the production of Caves is just stunning.
Which I'll give credit where it's due. Robert Holmes did really good on that, I think, but the rest of it's just kind of for me. Like one thing I have to clear up because it seems to be a misconception because I've had people in my comments rage at me for saying I hate Caves of Androzani. It's like I don't hate Caves of Androzani, all right? I don't hate it. I just don't particularly like it. I'm not a fan of it. I play it up for the videos sometimes for the banter, but in all honesty, it exists. I don't I don't wish it didn't exist. I wish the I, it's just not particularly that good in my opinion.
Well, everyone, be sure to tell Brian why he's wrong in the comments below, and I will love react to every single one of them.
Meanwhile, I do genuinely like Destiny of the Daleks, so
See, fuck you with that. Like Destiny of the Daleks is like good. It's ironically good. There are some really good aspects about it, but for the most part, I just kind of like it because it's really shit.
meanwhile I genuinely like it.
Okay, but here's the thing: do you like it more than Keizo Androzani?
I mean, the fact that I said I
Fuck
genuinely
you!
like
No, no.
it,
The
and the
fact that
fact
you
that I was like,
hesitate.
I don't like Caves of Androzani, should hint to you that I probably like it better than Caves of Androzani.
Everyone, be sure to cancel Briarheart02 in the comments below. Unsubscribe from his channel and follow him on Twitter. Make sure to tell him why he's a
You're
boy.
fucking cancelled.
Be sure to tell him why he's a major homophobe.
Fucking that marathon we did the other weekend.
And I would have had to have sat if we still did Destiny for the Fourth Doctor story. I would have had to have sat through this twice in 1 week, and I probably would have killed myself
But
during this comic.
luckily, I just so happened to get tired and want to go to sleep just as we were getting to 4, so we didn't watch it.
What's this wee shit? You fell asleep during Robot. Or sorry, no, even before we started Robot.
There were like 5 minutes left on Terror of the Autons. I'm just like, I'm going to fucking sleep.
Bastard. Like, oh my god, look at how shit that it just looks bad. It's just I'm not talking about the ship. The ship looks fine. It's this
No, it
shooting.
doesn't. Look at that blue screen assness.
It looks better. I don't know. I think it
So
looks better
much.
than
I
it
don't
was.
like it in Star Wars, and I definitely don't like blue screen in Doctor Who. Blue screen fucking sucks.
Get it? It looks like the thing from Death to the Daleks. And you like other Dalek stories that aren't Destiny, right, fans? Doesn't it look just like the ship landing in Death to the Daleks?
I haven't watched Death to the Daleks in like 2 years, dude. I can't fucking remember what the ship looks like.
Actually watched it quite recently. Very good story.
It's alright.
Yeah, that's another thing I hate you for.
See, but
Oh, that
I,
very rarely do I say Classic Who model shots look shit, but that looked really shit. Of them drilling there.
but here's the thing, Joey. People are like, "Oh yeah, Death to the Daleks is underrated." So it's not even like I'm one of the people who is of a of the minority opinion and being like, eh, with Death to the Daleks.
It is very underrated. And isn't Nick
I
Brig-
will get.
and isn't Nick
I guess I
isn't
will
Nicholas
say it
Briggs
is underrated,
and
but
isn't Nicholas Briggs like your god, so you should listen to him and his opinion of Death to the Daleks?
Nicholas Briggs is my god in acting only. As
He was
far
on
as writing
he's
goes,
on the
Gary
he's on
Russell is probably more up my street because I tend to write really fanficky bullshit as well.
oh yeah, but they're in the behind the scenes for Death to the Daleks, like on the making of documentary. Nick Briggs is on it, and the only title they give him, it just says Nicholas Briggs, world's biggest Death to the Daleks fan.
I don't even I don't even say voice of the Daleks. Just say world's biggest Death to the Daleks fan.
It's amazing.
Christ. He probably is.
He is, honestly. Like I like it, and I think it's
I mean,
hilarious.
I
But
like the Dalek designs.
that's actually a fun fact. That is actually my favorite Dalek color scheme.
Oh yeah, it's actually a really nice Dalek color scheme. Actually, the Dalek color scheme in this isn't too bad either.
It's the same as most 70s and 80s Dalek color schemes.
The gray's much lighter than it normally is. It's
Is it?
actually yeah, I'd say it's more like a I mean there are a couple drone Daleks that are still like the fucking dark
Oh, you're
gauntlet.
talking about the suicide bomber Daleks.
And just like once you get to episode 2, for some reason the paint job seems different.
Huh.
So the gray in this story is, I'd say it's actually closer to the Death Daleks. Like, obviously they're not silver, but it's more of just like a matte, watered down version of.
Like a bit closer to like a 60s Dalek color scheme.
Not, no, not even, because even the '60s Daleks are silver.
Mm.
These guys aren't silver; they're still gray. It's just a much lighter gray.
Hmm. I don't notice this, but all right, I'll check it out when we get there.
I'll fucking send photos to you
Well, you don't
between
need to send. Well, we're
episodes.
watching the story. You don't need to send fucking photos to
Also,
me.
since you're looking at my screen right now, you see that Dalek down there.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it's just because that's in a lighter lighting, though.
right, but a, a dark gray
See, okay,
gunmetal
so
Dalek.
I want to talk about the scene. This bit is funny, but it's one of those moments where I'm like, oh, could you imagine how good this would actually have been if it was still the Terry Nation script?
Which, yeah, because isn't Destiny of the Daleks basically ruined by Douglas Adams script editing the shit out of it?
Oh yeah, it's barely Terry Nation script anymore. The only storyline that was really kept was how Davros was brought back.
Even that doesn't really get explained, does it? It's just my life support systems decided to turn back on at this exact moment.
Yeah.
Okay, that does look bad because you can see the explosives just before they go off, but that's a cutting thing, not a direction thing.
Well, yeah. It's not like they had magical editing powers in post back in Classic Who. It would have been a
Well,
directional
right,
thing.
but you could, in other stories, explosions are cut in such a way so you don't see the actual explosives going off. Whereas right here, I just saw the 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 dark shape of the actual thing containing, I guess, the gunpowder go up.
Oh, and to be fair to anyone watching, I don't think that the direction of the entire story is shit, just the outdoor stuff.
So you think most of the direction is shit.
Yeah, yeah, but the studio shooting's really nice.
I wonder if it's a different director.
I doubt it. So some directors are just better at being studio bound.
That's true.
Like Richard Martin's a better studio bound director,
Did
i.e., the Daleks, or yes, I'm gonna say it, the Web Planet. I think his direction is better in the Web Planet, but like Dalek Invasion of Earth is a lot of outdoor shooting, and that looks
Oh,
really
is
shit.
that the same guy?
Richard Martin, yeah.
Oh, I thought they were fucking different people, but okay.
Well, Richard Martin did like half of the Daleks.
Which half?
It was sporadic episodes. Hang on, wait. The Daleks director. No, no, fucking not Genesis of the Daleks. You fucker. Um, Here, hang on.
Intriguing commentary.
Fuck you.
How many times have you said that to me in the past 24 hours?
You're just being a dick. No, no. All right. Here,
Last night,
here.
I'm being a dick. Last night you texted me after I said I forgot to do some lines today. You said you're fired, you unreliable kint, because
Yeah,
you misspelled
I
cunt.
noticed the spelling. Here, okay, I found it. Christopher Barry did 1, 2, 4, and 5, and Richard Martin did 3, 6, and 7.
Oh. Okay, that was bad. That was bad. That was bad.
Wait, who even directed this story? I don't know.
Well, we're about to find out since the episode's almost over, so why not just hold your horses and wait?
Okay.
I've actually been watching more DVD commentaries recently.
What's up?
I've actually been watching more DVD commentaries recently.
Oh, they're good fun. I love them, especially the Davison ones. They're good.
Fucking, is this the best costume for Tom Baker?
No.
What do you think it is then?
Um. I mean, I know I mostly say it just because it's different, but I always love the Talons of Wing Chang one. But if I'm looking at more of his regular costumes, I'd probably say I just like the brown jacket, like Genesis and Revenge. His season 12 outfit.
See, I flip flop between the season 17 and season 18 outfit.
Or actually, I quite like the Seeds of Doom one.
I think I flip flop between those two so much because I like the style that they're going for, but the only difference between them is one's got all the colorful and one's just fucking red.
Mm. I really don't like the season 18 one.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, I like the scarf. I think the red jacket's a bit much. But I do like the scarf
I
pattern.
like the scarlet look.
Mm. Maybe if he didn't have the scarf, I wouldn't mind so much. It's just like what you gotta drop one of them, either the jacket or the scarf, and they keep both.
Okay, here's my question. Oh,
What?
wait, never mind. I just remembered the answer to the question.
Ooh, one of the worst made cliffhangers in Doctor Who incoming.
I've never been quite sure if this is just like fucking plastic wrap or glass. Like,
Oh,
is it just, or is it maybe painted tin foil? What is
I don't
this?
know.
What is it made of? Because it looks like the same consistency of like garbage bags. But as you see here, like it's not.
Oh, it
Obscene.
is slightly lighter, huh? I think it might just be the lighting.
No, they're different Daleks with different color schemes. Like you'll see in the studio in the next episode, the Dalek that one of the Daleks that interrogates Romana is lighter than one of the others.
Hmm. Well,
John
fuck
Nathan
you,
Turner worked
Kiwiana.
on this story.
Yeah, he worked on most of the season 17 stories.
Oh, I
He was a
didn't know
production
that.
assistant.
Fucking Douglas Adams.
Okay.
Should have just put
Dir-
David Agnew on the byline.
Fuck you. Oh god. Alright. Destiny of the Daleks, Part 2, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. So Ken Grieve directed this, and I don't know who the fuck Ken Grieve is, and this is the only Doctor Who story he directed I found out in between episodes.
Fun times.
So I can't really look at like other Doctor Who work and be like, oh yeah, he was better at shooting in studio and
You're just like, wow, this director kind of fucking sucks.
yeah, pretty much.
I wonder, at
What?
what point did Tom Baker and Ward decide we're gonna get married?
Oh, I mean, this season was pretty much like the rapid growth of their relationship, and I'm sure they just like started fucking after each day of filming, um and then they I don't know
Wow,
what the
way to
I,
put it bluntly.
well, let's be real, that's what fucking happened. I don't know when they got married though, and how long it lasted, but obviously between season 17 and 18 they just kind of fucked off and started
Well,
hating
they
each
were
other.
obviously still together for some of season 18 because there are those Prime Computer commercials where they're in season 18 outfit.
Oh shit, you're right. Hmm.
See, that one's lighter than the other one.
See, I know they had already. I know Tom and Lala had already started hating each other before the production of State of Decay, and I know State of Decay was filmed before Full Circle. So I'm guessing it was during Meg Loss that they drifted apart. I'm guessing. I don't know.
Huh. Okay, gray Dalek, and there's a not so gray Dalek behind it. So yeah, it's just a fucking mixed bag of different paint jobs. It's pissing me off.
This fucking production is a mixed bag of bullshit.
Because you see that one right there, and then there's one behind it that has the same paint job. Then you've got Black Boy over here.
Fuck you. Oh my.
See?
Oh shit. Wait. No, I want to see him go into other lighting.
He did. He went into
Damn.
other lighting.
Huh. Oh my god, Blacks and Classic. God.
Okay, too many black jokes in the same minute. Jesus
Okay,
Christ.
but you calling a Dalek black isn't exactly a black joke, Brian. Do you think the BBC like made the Ultima villains black because they're fucking robots and they're like, oh yeah, well black people aren't people.
Look at that shit. What the fuck?
Thanks for ignoring that joke, everyone.
And that one has a black ring around its lights. Also, Roy Skelton's voice is just fucking amazing.
Yeah. Like that through it all, Roy Skelton still gave his all, despite just how poor this production is.
Where's the other half of that man's slat? Do you see that?
Oh shit! You're right. That's weird.
I haven't seen this story in probably 2 years.
Yeah, you remember the fucking
That
paint
fucking
jobs on the.
bothers me to no end.
I wonder how
And
many
then
times.
then
Okay,
his slats aren't black.
let's
Why
find.
is this happening?
Let's count the amount of times that we find that Dalek with the half missing slat on it.
Okay, and then this one has a black rim too, like right here. But does the other one have that? Fucking no! It's like we have the evolution here. We have the original Dalek, the half done Dalek, and then the completed new Dalek. And where's the other? What the fuck? That one's broken. There's just like the silver bit hanging off of it.
Stop trying to question the production of this shit.
But, 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 but.
Wait, the Mavellans are androids, right?
How did you forget this?
I don't know.
Yeah, they're robots.
Okay, just wanted to make
That's
sure.
like the biggest reveal of
Just wanted
this
to
story.
Just wanted to make sure the racist joke I made earlier was accurate.
Sorry, I was too focused on the shitty Daleks. They must have just like put them into storage after Genesis and then dragged them out and must have been like, they're broken, but we'll put a new coat of paint on them and it'll look fine.
Oh, a new coat of paint only on some of them.
You've got the one there that just has like a chunk of it missing and replaced with a silver bit of metal
But
that
what if
hasn't been
but what
painted.
if that not painted Dalek was the exact same Dalek that shot Davros in Genesis, and this is him uh, finishing the job that he started all those years
See,
ago?
I'd say that's more of like the lead Dalek who has the completed new paint job.
Really? I would say it's the one that didn't change.
Well, the for some reason, I don't know why this is, but for some reason, like after this scene, I might be misremembering, but I'm pretty sure that the Dalek that talks most is that one, the one with the new paint job.
Okay.
That's like, the new paint job that's actually finished.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that one's the lead one, I think. I think.
Gotcha.
My favorite fan wanky Dalek theory is the Dalek that shot Davros is Dalek Sec.
Is that a real thing?
Some
That can't be a real thing. No.
No, that's a real thing. I watched a fan film about it one time.
Good fucking god.
I mean, I think it would be cool, but it's also just like fan wanky to the point where it's kind of not.
Hmm.
See, I would take it to the next level and have that Dalek be the emperor that gets fucked and evil of the
Oh,
Daleks.
shut the hell up with that. Oh my god, I hate that.
That one just becomes the emperor. So, just to be clear, these guys aren't Thals, right?
I would assume so, yeah.
Wait, they are Thals?
No, I would assume they aren't.
Oh, okay. Good.
What if it's a Muto? Which would be.
What if they were initially meant to be Thals though, and and David Agnew was just like, let's not do that. What are you doing to your microphone? Why are you eating it?
Hmm?
It sounded like you were eating your microphone for a
Oh,
second.
is that where my laptop mic is? Hang on.
Yeah, that's where it is.
Oh, shit. Okay, got it. News to me.
I know where mine is.
I never knew where mine was. Okay, here we are.
Mine's like in the back of the screen somewhere over here. It's like there's some shit. So whenever I'm recording lines, I have to lean in close to my laptop screen.
Your lines always come in really loud when I start to edit them, and I always have to turn them down.
That's because if I don't put them in really loudly, the microphone doesn't pick them up for some reason.
Why?
I don't know, like you hear it right now. In Skype calls, the microphone picks me up fine, but for some reason, when I'm recording in Audacity or with OBS, it just doesn't work.
That's so weird.
That's what I said. And then the microphone didn't listen to me because it didn't pick me up.
I should probably set a date to release this, shouldn't I? Fuck.
Why don't you just set it right now, right in
That's
front of
what,
us?
that's what I'm gonna do right now. Okay, so we're recording this on June 13th. It's not gonna come out till July. I'm gonna say, fuck.
So do you schedule upload, or do you just upload on like a week-to-week basis? Because I'm currently like three videos ahead of where I am right now, if you get what I mean. So
Well, I
I've
mean, I
just
schedule when everything has to come out.
but I mean, like, do you go when you go to upload your video, if you have more than one video ready to be uploaded, do you just save yourself a little time and upload the videos that are coming out later then?
Oh no, I don't do that. No,
Because that's what I've been doing recently, and it's
I don't think I'm ever that far ahead of editing. If it's unless
yeah.
it's like unless it's like a novel adaptation where I'm like, okay, well, I have like all the episodes ready and I'll just upload them every Saturday. But no, no, I've never done that. I never upload ahead of time. I don't know why. I probably should. So anyway, this commentary is going to release on July 3rd, meaning
Never
that the next
mind,
video.
I was wrong. It's the old paint design Dalek that has the most lines.
See, so he is the one who shot Davros, and he has worked his way up in the ranks over
And
the years.
later he will become the Emperor Dalek.
Fan theory overload. So okay, so this is going to come out on July 3rd. So that means that the next video coming out on my channel is Revelation Part 1. The first part of our 6-part novel adaptation, the end of the Time Worm saga. It's really exciting.
Relative to us, not the first, there's only one. The trailer for that is coming out this weekend for us, right?
Yeah, it comes out in 2 days. So that's already out. So if you haven't watched the sneak peek or listened to the sneak peek or the trailer, then you should go do that and then start listening to the story when it comes out on Saturday. And I guarantee that by the time I upload this commentary, I will still be editing part 6. So,
Fucking,
yay.
fucking, what does he say? Dirty Dotty. God damn it.
I think I cut one of those.
It's just the fucking laugh is what seals it for me and makes me say, "Oh my god, that is the shittest performance."
See, I love the Chad Boyle laugh though. I like it a lot.
What the fucking
Yeah, I love that.
so fucking bad, dude.
It's not bad.
Why is there just a shopping cart in the middle of the hallway? See? What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Is it really just Roy Skelton doing the voices in this episode?
He was the only one credited on the last episode.
Is Peter Hawkins dead at this point or just retired?
I need to stop fucking yawning. God damn it. Okay, Peter. I'm gonna see when Peter Hawkins died.
Because
Hawkins.
this is what, 77, 78?
All right, this is 79.
Oh, fuck, really?
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah. 17 was the last season before the 80s. Actually, if Shada had been made, it would have run into the 80s. Peter Hawkins died in 2006.
So where the hell is he? Just retired? Just
Well,
like
maybe
I don't
maybe
want to
he
do the Daleks anymore.
here. Yeah, he never did them for this story. He stopped doing Dalek voices at Evil, and he never did any after that.
Oh, really?
And then same with Cyberman voices, he stopped with Wheel in Space.
Huh. Well, I knew that. Wait, so he didn't do Invasion?
Nope.
I thought he did. Who did Invasion?
Uh,
It's Roy Skelton?
I shall find out.
Because I know Roy Skelton did voices in Wheel in Space for the Cybermen as well. Didn't he?
Hang on. I am looking right now. Um, oh, fuck off. Where the fuck are the Cyberman voices? Okay, here.
Oh,
Peter
the
Hal.
updated, the not
P-
updated, but still up, kind of updated Dalek gun effect. Because it's the first time that, the entire screen doesn't turn negative.
oh, Peter Halliday did them in the Invasion.
No idea who that is.
Um, fuck. Hang on. I just had this page up.
Is this? Oh fuck yeah, the Dalek bump.
The Dalek Bomb. All right. Um, he was also Packer in the Invasion. That's Peter Halliday.
Oh.
He also did Silurian voices. He did
Oh,
the
so
alien.
basically you're telling me I've impersonated him too.
Yeah, of course you have.
I
He also
fucking
did the
knew
alien voices in Ambassadors of Death. He was a soldier in City of Death. He was the vicar in Remembrance of the Daleks. So yeah,
Huh. Oh shit! He
what?
is the vicar in Remembrance of the Daleks.
Baka?
Fucking
Um,
I I always felt like I recognized him from somewhere, and now I fucking know where.
what was
He's
the other
also
thing? Wait,
Packer.
so what was the other thing you were asking about with Roy Skelton?
Was he the only one who provided voices for this story?
Uh, Possibly. Let me see.
Because yeah, he must be because Michael
Yep,
Wisher had been the other guy doing them
and
up
Michael
until this
Wisher.
point. Because he did Davros in a couple voices in
Yeah,
Genesis,
it was only Roy Skelton.
and for definitely for a fact, Michael Wisher was not available to do this story.
Huh, Roy Skelton also did the canine like croaking voice in this story. Uncredited, of course.
K9 Mark One and K9 Mark Two are different characters.
No, they're not. Fuck you.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
One mainly has the voice of David, what's his face? The other one is John
D-
Leeson.
You don't even remember his last name. How dare you disrespect
Isn't
David
it like
Brierly like that?
I thought it was Brierly, but I was kind of just thinking that was me being a bit egotistical.
All right, what is today in Doctor Who history? June 13th is Aztec's Day of Darkness, Inferno episode 6,
I forget
birthdays.
why does
What's up?
why does Romana fake her death, and why does it Why is it believable that she just fucking dropped dead?
The
Because
thing is, it's not believable.
because I know how she did it. Like the Time Lords have this thing where they can basically shut down their bodily functions
Yeah, the Doctor does in Tower
for
of
a bit.
Genesis. Yeah.
And he also does it for a bit in Caves of Androzani too.
Yeah.
But I can't remember the circumstances that make that believable here. Like, are they just like, oh, she fucking died for no reason? Or is there a believable reason why they'd think she's dead, other than her life signs are basically nil?
I don't know. Fuck. Why
What?
did you choose this story?
Why did I choose this story? Because I
I get.
like this story.
I really dislike you.
We're almost on Scottish Davros, who I don't think he's actually Scottish, but for some reason he's portrayed with a Scottish accent in this
Yeah, he did.
story.
Yeah, yeah. I know he's not Scottish, but yeah, he definitely sounds that way.
David Gooderston was just like, you know what would sound evil? Scottish Davros.
Scottish.
Davros lives.
Are we sure David Garrison didn't just do his whole Davros performance with a couple marbles in his mouth?
It's just a couple. The mask was really hard for him to talk through because it wasn't like Terry Malloy where he had a mask molded to his face. This one's legitimate. Sorry
This
about
one,
that.
oh,
It's
oh.
the mask is molded to Michael Wisher's face because it's the same mask. There's the Slat Dalek. Yeah, see, that's the same mask Michael Wisher had. So it's way too small for Gooderson.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I actually do really like David Garrison's performance in this.
Oh, I do too. Like I've always said Terry Malloy is Davros because he is, but David Gooderson is actually the close runner-up for me.
Yeah, especially because like they wouldn't be able to just rewatch Genesis of the Daleks whenever they wanted. Like he was just mostly going off the run. Maybe there was a rerun somewhere in between there. I doubt it. Um,
Oh no, they had Gooderson watch Genesis before he did this.
was there any
But
way to?
yeah, because I think by this point, fuck, Revenge of the Cybermen had come out on VHS.
Uh,
Huh?
uh.
Or is that next year?
No, No, the first VA just came out in like during Davison's like I think first or second season.
Fuck, really?
Yeah,
Holy hot damn, I was really
yeah.
wrong.
I know because I just rewatched or not rewatched.
They
I watched.
probably just had it lying around to them.
Here, actually, you just get the Revenge of the Cybermen DVD today?
I did. I did.
Watch this one documentary on it. I forget exactly what it's called, but it's about like um the the journey to like home media with Doctor Who and like how fans watched old Doctor Who episodes before the release of VHS. There was like almost this black market kind of, oh shit, the episode ended, fuck. Destiny of the Daleks, Part 3, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. So, anyway, now that I'm trying to continue this story for the third time, Um, I know there was like almost like this black market of of Doctor Who fans that would like illegally swap VHS copies that like they recorded off their screens, when when the VHS became available to the mainstream market at a reasonable price, and the occasional rerun would happen. And apparently, like the most coveted um, uh, VHS to have was a copy of Day of the Daleks. I don't know why, but apparently it was unbelievably rare. Um, and uh, and people would pay like ridiculous amounts of money for these things. Um, and they would, and most of them wouldn't even be that great of a quality. Some of them like were recorded off of other people's VHS so that they could wipe over the tape of the previous VHS tape to make room for a new story. So most of them got like really fucked in quality, and people were paying like 60, 70 pounds per story. Um, and and the quality would just be absolute shit. So yeah,
Yeah.
I highly recommend this documentary that I totally forget the name of. Yeah.
I will make sure to watch it. But back to the Chad man himself, Davros. One thing I've always thought was funny after watching this documentary on fucking the Remembrance of the Daleks DVD, because
Ooh, 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 I know which one you're talking about. Sorry, go on.
David Gooderson goes on about the different actors who play Davros
Mhm.
and how each of them hold their hand differently.
Mhm.
And once he points it out, you're just like, shit, that is really noticeable.
Mhm.
See, Terry Malloy does a sort of constant Talon thing.
Yeah.
This guy just has his fucking palm flat and his fingers spread out,
Mhm.
and Wisher,
And Witcher does like the grabbing the tit motion with his hand all the time.
yeah, that.
Either that or he's like tweaking a nipple.
Yeah.
Yes, I would.
Yes, I would do it.
God damn. That's another image of Davros I don't want in my head.
Oh yeah, between takes. Oh wait, you'll put it at the end.
I'm gonna
Never
throw it at the
mind.
end.
You'll put it at the end. You'll
I'm
put it
gonna
at
throw
the
it at the
end.
end of the commentary. So. God damn.
Also, this. What do you think of that Dalek eyesight effect?
Insight.
Is that a Magellan under that pile of rocks?
I don't know.
Also, I just love how the Doctor goes back and forth with Davros in this story.
Oh yeah, I do think they have a really.
This is fucking one of the funniest Tom Baker moments ever, where he's just fucking wheeling Davros around.
Ha 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 ha. Douglas Adams made it funny. Ha ha ha.
Hey, fuck you. We have different
It
senses.
makes me do the ha ha.
It makes me do the haha when I'm not watching it with you, bitch. You suck the fun out of everything.
Okay, but like, it shouldn't like it shouldn't the Doctor encountering Davros after all this time be a really big moment? But he's like, oh, I'm just gonna fucking wheel him down a corridor.
I mean, did you listen to the Sutek Tom Baker story from Big Finish?
I did not. Is it pretty much this?
It's See, I wish I wasn't being a hypocrite here, and now I hate that I am.
See, now you're being a hypocrite. So this makes you do the funny haha, but when it's Sutek, it does not make you do the
It
funny
does
haha.
not make me do the funny haha. Because basically, in Sutek's case, it's worse.
Why is it worse? Davros is a bigger and far more
Well,
important
because
character.
Sutek's like actually managed to conquer this entire planet, and the Doctor's just like, haha, but you're still fucking dead.
I don't know. I feel like I would kind of enjoy that.
And it's just like, how are you not threatened by this whatsoever? He's basically just proved his god powers are fucking god powers, and you're just like, hee hee, haha. One fucking throttle him in that story. It also
Does Sutek do the same thing that he does in Triumph of Sutek in that, where he just endlessly quotes himself?
no.
Because in Triumph of Sutek, he just fucking like he's like, oh hey, remember when I said this in Pyramids of Mars? Well, guess what? I'm gonna say it again.
Except it'll sound sexier this time because my voice has improved with age.
That is
But
one
no,
thing.
you know how
You
like
see, like here's the thing. I think like script wise, I think Sutek is a stronger character in Pyramids, but performance wise, I think Gabriel Wolf is better in Triumph of Sutek.
see, but in Triumph of Sutek, you know how fucking afraid of Sutek the Doctor is? Like he's
Oh yeah, I
just
love that.
he's just got this defeatist attitude like Sutek's god, he's not gonna win. See, the Tom Baker story just completely ruins all of that because it takes he's not only doing enacting a similar plan to what he does in Triumph of Sutek, but the Doctor just kind of handles it like hee hee haha it's big silly time, and it's just like
Like here, so why do you enjoy this shit then?
I don't fucking know because
Like fucking hell, Brian. Whoa, before there was only one black on screen, now there are three. And two of them are slightly darker skinned whites.
God fucking damn it, Joey. Why do I like this story?
Yes,
Shit.
please
I
explain for
genuinely
all
have to
viewing.
think of a reason why I like this story. I don't know, I just fucking do. Humans aren't rational. Sometimes they just like shit, okay? And I like this for some reason. And when it's Sutek, I
I've been
don't
thinking.
apparently. I don't know, I'm just fucking space racist, I guess. Khalids deserve to be made fun of, Osirans do not.
Okay then. I've been thinking about turning the Celestial podcast into a twice monthly thing for next year.
Oh.
I don't know. I just would like more
When's
content
the
out.
next one I'm on?
I think you're on the next Big Finish one, so that'll be August's podcast.
Because I think I just told you. Any of them with Paul McGann, sign me up.
Well, I don't think the next yeah, the next one doesn't have the next Big Finish one doesn't have Palm again, but I think you did ask to be on all the main range ones. I don't know. Speaking of, as of today, June 13th, that is, I am now only missing 100 main range stories from my Big Finish collection.
Oh, fuck. I don't know how many I'm missing. It's more than 100, that's for sure.
But I bought what is it? What were my next two? I bought the newest one, which is Alien Werewolf in London, and then I bought the next one I knew, which was Mind's Eye. Have you heard the Mind's Eye?
No.
Because that one also I think has Mission of the
See,
Virus.
my mission at the moment is to experience every Ice Warrior story ever.
God damn it, Brian.
Because here's the thing. I think the Ice Warriors are a really cool idea.
Oh,
They're
so do
just too
I.
cool for Doctor Who. So I'm trying to find out if there's a story where the Ice Warriors live up to their full potential. I have a feeling that because of my fan wanky loving nature, that Legacy might make me happy, but I'm also kind of like, didn't Jacob
Oh,
say it's kind of shit?
yeah, but Jacob just has this hatred of Fanwank for some reason.
Unless it's Lung Barrow.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Um,
Fucking ghost light nerd. Jesus Christ.
Actually, I think it's my next new adventure, Legacy. That's because I just read Tragedy Day.
Maybe you and I can read it together.
I'm probably gonna finish it before you, Brian.
That's true, because I'm working on
well,
Fear of the Dark right now.
well, I do need. Oh, I still need to finish. Well, I need to finish Royal Blood, and then I'm going to do the Menagerie, and then I'm going to read Legacy. But yeah, but Royal Blood should only take me like another day or two.
See, I'd say we should do a book club podcast, but we don't read the same thing at the same time ever.
Yeah, and Jacob
Oh,
would just
this scene you can really tell the mask is really fucking small on him.
see. But this is like the one scene of like Terry Nation's Doctor Davros encounters that survives.
There he is again! Our Chad, the Slat Dalek.
All hail Greg the Slat Dalek.
When you just fucking paint David Gooderson's mouth because you have to cut out the bottom of the mask. Do you know they actually asked both Gooderson and Wisher back for Resurrection?
Really?
Yeah, and
Did
neither
they
of them
did they
could do
both
it.
just fucking hate it that much?
Well, I think it was just a case of they just weren't available.
Huh.
So Terry Malloy was the next best pick. And then they tried to get Wisher back for Revelation, and then he said no, and they were just like, oh, fuck it, we're not even going to ask Gooderson. And they went for Terry, and Terry was like, hell yeah, dude. But he was always like second to last pick.
Hmm.
Which is weird, because Terry Malloy is now the definitive Davros.
Indeed. But what about Julian Bleach?
Stop. He's not as good as Terry Malloy.
Oh, definitely. I do like Julian Bleach's performance, though. Oh god, this is my favorite death ever.
But here's the thing. Terry Malloy
I love how
actually
he called
thinks
him.
he's Davros. Like, you know how Tom Baker thinks he's the Doctor? That's Terry Malloy with Davros.
See, at least Tom Baker thinking he's the Doctor is relatively harmless.
You just hear
Terry Malloy
Terry
just starts
Malloy
genociding.
taking a piss in the bathroom, scheming to himself.
Would I like to go take a piss? Yes, I would.
I would do it.
That sort of power would set me above the gods. And then you just hear him taking a piss, and he's like, "And through the Daleks, I shall have that power."
Here's the toilet flush. So,
God damn.
God damn it. Maybe I just like the story because I choose to ignore all the shit things about it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't hate this story either, to be honest. I just I recognize it's really shit, but I'm just like it's kind of fun.
I don't I I don't think anybody is saying it's not shit because it's definitely shit, but I still unironically like it.
See, at least ironically like it.
But here's the thing. It's like if you talk to anyone who is like a moderate to not even a Doctor Who fan, for me at least the experience is, oh yeah, that really shitty camp TV show. It's like, yeah, that one. So it's like the sad reality is Doctor Who is just fucking shit. We just like it unironically for some reason. And I'm willing to admit that. I love Doctor Who despite the fact that it's total shit.
I don't think it's total shit.
I've basically been convinced it's shit. I mean, yeah, occasionally you do get the really good thought-provoking stuff, but just as like a whole thing, there's probably more shit than good about it.
Da, 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 da.
It's just I happen to like that shit for some reason. Somehow Davros survived that, even though he was sitting like right next to it. You know what his performance reminds me of?
What?
The actor who plays John Lumick.
Oh wait, Slap Boy. Did you see Slap Boy?
Also, you can totally tell he's just fucking waddling in the chair. It's great.
Fucking waddling.
Davros waddles in this story. That's a fucking oof.
Yo, Lala Ward's performance in this is kind of shit.
Do you think so?
Yeah, yeah.
I think she's all right. I, I hadn't noticed anything here that's particularly not there in any of her other performances. Oh my god, did you see that?
Yeah,
Part of that Dalek just popped out.
yeah.
The fuck?
And you said you unironically love this?
Hey, Doctor Who has always had shitty things happen in the background, alright? You can't fault it for that, because in that case, you're just criticizing the entire show for it.
Oh, I love this. This is our new Dalek mutant, everyone. The way Tom fucking plays with the look on his face.
It's a Wait, he said he said that's a Khaled mutant?
Yeah.
I've never I don't remember that bit.
Really?
No. What did he even say? I can't even remember. I was just too focused on him playing with the Oobleck. He said it's a Khaled mutant.
And then I
The
just started
Daleks
riffing.
the Daleks were
I wasn't paying
originally
attention for what he said after.
organic life forms, which is true. Oh yeah, because there's that line that
They're basically.
they're basically computers now, aren't they?
Yeah.
But that can easily be explained away by the Daleks just have the brains of a computer
See, but what if it?
because they're
But
programmed.
what if it just feeds? What if it
That's
just
just been
feeds
a
into the
thing.
oh so brilliant idea that Stephen Moffat had that all Dalek mutants are just controlled by their casings, and they're really just telling everyone that they love them, and the casings are changing their words.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, so clever. Oh, 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 oh.
And I was sitting there and I thought to myself, I really like Mario. And I thought, doesn't he just get sick and tired of falling in those holes? He must just be like, I am sick and tired of this shit. So I thought, and this is the clever bit, I just incorporate that into my new Doctor Who episode, and I just sat there and thought, this is oh so clever, and I laughed to myself. Oh, 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 oh.
So essentially, in prep for writing Magician's Apprentice, Stephen Moffat just watched The Daleks, Genesis, and Destiny.
Apparently. And then didn't bother paying attention to fucking Stolen Earth Journey's End whatsoever.
I do kind of like the theory that it does take place in a pre-Time War Skaro, but then it doesn't explain Davros's timeline away.
I'm just of the opinion that it happens pre Stolen Earth Journey's End.
Yeah, but then doesn't Davros have footage in his DVD collection that he shows to Capaldi of him as Julian Bleach before?
I can't remember. I don't think so. Maybe? I haven't watched it since it initially aired, so maybe. There's a lot of Series 9 that I haven't watched since it initially aired.
I think I've seen every New Who story at least twice. The only ones I haven't rewatched are like from
There's
series
a
two.
lot of Moffat I haven't watched since it initially aired. I don't think I've watched Series 6 since it originally aired, or Series 7.
It's a New Who story that I weirdly find myself revisiting a lot.
Which one?
Impossible Astronaut and Day of the Moon. I really like it.
Why?
I think it's great. I think it's a great setup for an arc that went nowhere, but the story itself I think is fantastic.
Moffat era in a nutshell, buddy.
It's also Will
That I
Smith's
also
better
have Series
performances.
5 on DVD now.
Ugh, cringe.
Aw, I like it.
I don't like Series 5. Alright, the
Gay.
episode's over. Fuck off.
Gay.
Destiny of the Daleks, Part 4, starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
Look at that man. Wanna fucking kiss his nose. And after the what I ended the last episode on, just fucking gay.
Then you're like, Tom Baker just want to fucking kiss his nose.
Fucking. I love the BritBox subtitles. Whooshing, knocking. It has to describe every sound effect.
Everything.
It's just obligated to do so.
They've got to be fans.
They even added grunting.
Grunting. Don't make fun of the deaf, Brian. You insensitive cunt.
That's oof.
What?
This man was like, there has been a malfunction. And his higher up was like, fuck no, bro, you just stupid. And for some reason, the camera suddenly has better quality than it did in the last couple episodes for some reason.
I think it's always like this point in the commentaries where I just start wanting to kill myself.
Why is that?
I don't know. I just get to a point where I'm just like, fuck, I just don't want to do this anymore. Not that I don't enjoy doing it. I think, there's
Well, I
some...
definitely noticed that with Ghostlight, but I've been genuinely enjoying myself throughout this entire thing. Maybe it's
I
because
don't know. I don't know.
we just
Ghostlight.
watch stories that you're not particularly fond of,
I don't
and
know.
it kind of just drains you by the end.
Well, Ghostlight went by pretty fast. I thought I was still pretty enthusiastic throughout most of that.
Oh, really? Because
Yeah.
I definitely wanted to kill myself by the end of Ghostlight.
I think because it was just a shorter story, I was able to keep up the energy throughout. But even then, like Web Planet, like I was still pretty high energy throughout.
Well, this story hasn't felt that long to me, but it never has. I've always been able to blow through this in one sitting and feel like no time has passed.
Yet you can't fucking sit through Underwater Menace.
I am
A,
entertained by this, okay?
Across Ford. I'm more entertained by Underwater Menace, to be honest.
Actually, I did sit through Underwater Menace. I watched. I tried. I gave it a second chance, and it turns out I like it.
See, it's a fun story.
Because on my initial viewing I went into it expecting something serious and came out just wanting to kill myself. And then the second time I watched it I was like, okay, so people ironically like this story. And I watched it with that perspective going into it. And I was like, okay, this shit funny.
It's great.
I still say Delta and the Bannerman is shit either way though.
Delta and the Bannerman, I get a bit more favorable towards each time I watch it, but
I
it's
never do.
not. I don't think that enough to ever like it.
I fucking hate that story so goddamn much.
One story I will never ease up on is Leisure Hive. Leisure Hive just needs to fucking die.
Twin Dilemma, Leisure Hive, Delta and the Bannerman, all fucking shit.
Twin Dilemma I can enjoy,
Oh, no. I hate Twin Dilemma.
but Colin Baker though.
Colin Baker is good in everything else he's done.
What, you don't think he's good in Twin Dilemma?
No.
I think he's excellent in Twin Dilemma.
Twin Dilemma's really. Well, I mean, just think about it.
Okay, you're not one to be talking about classic Who stories you don't like when you like Destiny of the Daleks and don't like Caves of Androzani.
Fuck, what's a good story that you? Well, you don't like Earthshock, and you like Warriors of the Deep. So fuck you.
Okay, I never said I didn't. Okay, I Earthshock is overrated, and Warriors of the Deep I ironically like.
Okay, sure. fucking flips the table and leaves it as that. Oh, fuck, what was I saying? Yeah, Twin Dilemma. I don't know. Like, do you enjoy that ironically or unironically?
Twin Dilemma, I think there are legitimately things to enjoy about it. It's a flawed production, but it's not terrible.
Because you see, I'm with the general populace opinion on it, which is it's fucking shit, and its portrayal of post regeneration is really fucking shit.
Oh, its
Like,
portrayal of both the portrayal of post regeneration is the best thing about it.
like, but I'm just saying, like, you have to put yourself in the shoes of the general populace when you're thinking about that story. Is like that
No,
was all of
no,
Colin Baker you got for a year.
yeah, but here's
That
the
was
thing.
it.
But here's the thing. I wasn't fucking watching Doctor Who in 1984. I watched it as I
Like,
did, and thus I have a different perspective on it. I'm watching it in my
I
own
don't.
context. I'm not saying because of the time it was made in, it was shit, and when it was released. I'm saying I enjoy it for what it is.
I just think it's a shit story on its own, and I think the shitness is enhanced because of, the disfavor it probably did to Colin Baker's tenure as one of my favorite doctors. Like, I've got to be frank. It's like Twin Dilemma is probably one of the big reasons why people didn't like him.
And I understand that, but I can't look at it at that context, and neither can you, because that doesn't relate to our viewings of the Colin Baker era
Right.
whatsoever.
But here's the thing. I watch it and I agree. I'm just like, wow, this is really fucking shit. And, and I didn't look it up or anything. I didn't look it up like people were complaining about Twin Dilemma. Like when I watched it, it just clicked in my head. This is the reason why people don't like Colin Baker right there, laid out for you. And
But it's
honestly,
not.
if you
But
if
at the
you
same, but
if
also
you've just watched Twin Dilemma and decided, yeah, I'm not watching a Colin Baker story ever again, then I can't blame you for not liking Colin because the only story you've seen is Twin Dilemma and it's fucking atrocious.
I can say the same thing about Castrovalva. Castrovalva is way worse than Twin Dilemma, and Davison gives a way weaker performance than Colin.
Yeah, but here's the thing. The writing of the Doctor isn't like fucking shit.
Yeah, it is. Chris Bidmead just writes the Doctor as like, oh yeah, he just regenerated, so therefore he's every Doctor before now.
I don't know. I, I just
I just think Twin Dilemma shitness has been greatly exaggerated over time.
and Castrovalva isn't a good story either.
It isn't.
But at least it had the advantage of coming in at the beginning of a season rather than the end.
But again, that's not a context that either you or myself can view it in.
That's true.
Castrovalva, it's worth noting, is my least favorite classic Who post regeneration story. Not my least favorite post regeneration overall. My least favorite post regeneration story overall is 11th Hour.
Oh, really?
Yep, despise that one.
Nah, mine is definitely Twin Dilemma.
Just like 11th Hour, like it's not even because Matt Smith's my least favorite Doctor. I think the writing is unbelievably atrocious. The dialogue makes me
Really?
the dialogue makes me want to slit my own fucking throat. and the pacing is just god awful.
That's what I think of Twin Dilemma. It's it feels really fucking long and drawn out. The writing is atrocious. It's just not good.
See, but is Twin Dilemma as cringy as 11th Hour though? With its fucking browser history joke that Moffat's done 10 million fucking times.
But he hadn't done it 10 million times at that
And
point.
it wasn't funny the first time he did it either.
Well, that's true, but still. How many times did he do that joke?
I have no fucking clue. He just thought
Because
it was
he did
he
do
just
it a lot.
he seriously he thought it was like the funniest thing he'd ever put on paper.
And I
It's
just
all so clever.
and I just sat there and I laughed to myself alone. Oh, so
It's like the
clever.
doctor. It's like the doctor is jerking off. Oh.
And I was just laying in my bed one night, and I had this idea. What if the doctor jerks off and then he goes around shaming other people for doing it? And I just sat there
You see,
and I laughed to myself. So clever.
you see, I found the doctor very relatable there because I jerk off to Karen Gillan, and so what if he did too? Oh.
And I just think it was oh so clever.
Oh, this is my favorite bit. This is the suicide bomb Daleks.
See,
See
the
now we can't find Stat.
the novelization of this should have been called Doctor Who and the Space War, and the Frontier in Space should have been called Doctor Who and the Destiny of the Daleks. Because here's why. Here's why. Frontier in Space sets up a future encounter with the Daleks. And therefore, it is the destiny of the Daleks to cross paths with the Doctor on Spyridon.
So you think Frontier in Space should be Destiny of the Daleks?
Yes!
What? Oh, I didn't realize Peter Jackson was.
Because you see, Joey, it's oh so clever.
This guy looks like he looks like Peter Jackson if he fucking let himself go.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, Peter Jackson kind of already did let himself go, but still.
Does he have a dog whistle in his mouth right now?
I have no fucking clue.
What has he got in his mouth?
Imagine the doctor's just getting fucking high this whole time.
Speaking of the Doctor, I was watching a very brief interview with Tom Baker the other night. It was from when he was still really fucking obese. So it was like it was obviously from like 15, 20 years ago. And he's just talking about how he was a total dick on set. And then it immediately cuts to Lala Ward talking about how he was a total dick on set. And then it cuts to a bunch of clips of Tom Baker being a dick on set.
I need to find
So
this.
so a director goes, could we do that scene again, please? Someone banged the door. And Tom goes, oh, fuck whoever banged the door!
Oh yes, I've seen that clip. Yes, 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 yes. I forget what story that's from. Fuck.
That's from Shada, dude.
That's it.
his his forehead looks so fucking smashed. This this mask does not fit.
My God, why am I watching this story?
Because it's genuinely enjoyable to watch.
If you're in the mood to fucking die.
Maybe they didn't. Oh fuck! No, they didn't cut the mask. Look at that shit. In this scene, it's really obvious. You can tell his mouth is like struggling to make the mask move
It's
because it's
really
so fucking
saggy,
tiny.
yeah.
It's not just that it's saggy, it's just that he's having to push so hard. There he is, the lead Dalek in all his glory, about to be killed by a hat. Can we
I
spot
need to find Slap Boy.
one more time? Where is he?
I think it's gonna be covered up by one of his suicide bombs.
Slat boy.
Slap Boy the
If we
Dalek.
see Slat Boy one more time, Joey might not kill himself. One more time before the Daleks themselves suicide. If we
This
can
is
just
it.
say goodbye to Slat Boy, Joey
This
will
is
feel the need not to kill himself. Otherwise, I can't guarantee he'll survive the night.
this is true. You may not get Revelation, guys, if I do not see Slap Boy once more.
Oh, I've never noticed that before. Those really are obviously fake Daleks.
What?
You didn't see, but the the way the Daleks the prop Daleks, I guess, the ones that are meant to fucking blow up are just they're just lazily thrown together.
Hmm.
I mean, they look good enough that, you can't tell unless you watch it like multiple times. Like here they look good, but that's because they're the actual costumes.
I just adore the way people die in this story.
Fucking Resurrection of the Daleks has a higher body count than Terminator.
What did that have to do with what I just said?
It was a Dalek story that had a lot of people die.
No, I was laughing at the way they died, like how all the extras fell.
Yeah, it's just a fun fact of the day.
Everyone knows that, though. That's like the most common Dalek fact.
Says you.
Everyone knows that it has a higher body count than Terminator.
Look, fam.
What?
I didn't know until about a year ago.
All
I
right
don't
then.
know if you heard me. Did you hear me?
I heard you. Yeah.
Okay. So why is my microphone only shit when I'm working with Audacity?
I don't know.
This angers me.
Tom Baker throwing his hat up in the air. I'm about to end this man's whole career. Hat lands on the Daleks. Eye stalk.
See, Tom Baker just had to go replace his hat, right? And that's why the season 18 costume exists, because there's a hole in this one now. And so he's like, ah, shit, gotta go off to the shops. And so he went to the shop, but they only had red fedoras. And he tried it on with all his different multicolored scarves and brown coats, but none of it worked. It was just shit every time he tried. So he just decided to go all red.
Wait, so I have a question. Why did all the Daleks get bombs again?
Because they were going to go into the Magellan ship and blow it sky high.
God.
For the glory of the Dalek Empire.
Fuck you.
And War of the Daleks undoes a lot of the stupid shit in this story. Because
Fucking
John.
John Peel. Fucking hate
Yeah,
John Peel.
yeah. Uh, quick spoilers. This isn't actually Scarrow.
Oh, that's fucking gay. Is any planet actually Scarrow in John Peel's eyes?
Um, the one in Magician's Apprentice is actually Scarrow.
See, but John Peel hasn't put the
See,
official the
this planet this
John
planet.
Peel hasn't put the official Scarrow stamp on
See,
Magician's Apprentice,
the
so we don't
stupid
know.
the explanation, which I kind of like and makes sense as to why Scarrow still exists for 8 is basically when the Doctor arrives here, he programs this planet in as like the actual place, Scarrow, into his.
Oh, so this is the Scar that gets destroyed.
Yeah, this is actually a planet called Antolin or some shit.
Oh, that's so gay. So, like, here's the thing. Okay,
So basically, the
okay,
Doctor makes a
I'm
mistake, is
exaggerating
what
a
I'm
bit.
saying.
I should clarify that, like, while I don't disagree with the decision to bring back Scarrow in the way that John Peel did, I really hate the motive behind him doing so, and he really only did it because he just hates Sylvester McCoy's Doctor.
Okay, yeah, that's shit. But see, I'd do it just so it's like, because the whole point of the EDAs was to pretty much be like, okay, so the TV movie fucked some things up. Let's fix some of them. And War of the Daleks offers a fix for Skaro. But that's obviously not why John Peel decided to write it,
Yeah.
and it shows.
Yeah. He's like, hey, I could say fuck you to Sylvester McCoy, and I can fix the TV movie.
Yeah. So
Whooshing.
basically, the Doctor
Whooshing
thinks
is the
this
way
is the
that.
planet Skaro, uses these coordinates as a reference point in the future for when he programs the Hand of Omega to go fuck up Skaro, and basically just fucks up.
Well, this was horrible.
Did you think so?
I
I
no,
enjoyed it.
I
I enjoyed doing this commentary.
I enjoyed the commentary. I just don't like Destiny of the Daleks that much. Well, anyway, tell us what your thoughts are on Destiny of the Daleks in the comments below. How much do you
Does
hate us? How much do you hate
does
Destiny of the
does
Daleks?
anybody actually ever tell you what they think of the story, or do they tell you what they think of us?
I'm too tired to care right now.
Oh, look, City of Death is next.
Wow, a much better story we could have watched instead of this shit!
You wanted a 4.